The big question, where did life come from? Where did we come from? It's a question humans have asked for as long as we could look up at the stars and wonder. Today, science tries to answer this question with the theory of evolution. Evolution says that life started simple and, over millions of years, changed and grew more complex, eventually leading to us. But not everyone agrees with evolution. Some people believe in intelligent design. This idea says that the complexity of life, from the smallest cell to the human brain, points to a designer, a mind behind it all. It's like seeing a watch and knowing someone had to create it. The parts are too intricate to have just appeared. This difference of opinion, evolution versus intelligent design, is at the heart of a big debate. It's a debate about how life began and what it means to be human, and it's a debate that often revolves around the role of dogma in science. But before we can explore intelligent design, we need to understand this word dogma. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot, but what does it really mean in the context of science? Dogma in the lab coat. When science has a closed mind, dogma is a set of beliefs that are considered absolutely true and unchangeable. It's like a rule book that says, this is the way it is and you can't question it. In religion, dogma might be beliefs about God or holy scriptures. But what about science? Isn't science all about questioning everything? Yes, in theory, science should be open to new ideas and evidence. But in reality, scientists are human, and humans can be influenced by their beliefs, even when they're trying to be objective. Sometimes scientists can become so attached to a particular theory that they're reluctant to consider alternatives, even if there's evidence that challenges their views. This is when dogma can creep into science.
Human history becomes more and more a race between education and catastrophe.
And that, in a way, sums up the challenge we face. The upside and downside of scientific beliefs. Is dogma always a bad thing in science? Not necessarily. Sometimes shared beliefs can help scientists work together more efficiently. Think of it like a team following a game plan. They can coordinate their efforts and make progress faster. However, if scientists become too attached to their game plan, they might miss important discoveries or cling to outdated ideas. Imagine a team refusing to change their strategy, even when it's clearly not working. That's what can happen when dogma takes hold in science.
The essence of the scientific spirit is to be open to new evidence, to be willing to change our minds when the facts change.
So, dogma in science is a double-edged sword. It can be helpful in some ways, but harmful in others. The key is to find a balance between being open to new ideas and holding on to beliefs that have been supported by evidence. Section 4. Intelligent design. Is there a mind behind the universe? Now that we understand dogma, let's return to intelligent design. Proponents of intelligent design argue that some features of the natural world are so complex and finely tuned that they couldn't have arisen through random chance and evolution alone.
They point to things like the intricate machinery of the cell, the elegance of the DNA code, or the precise values of physical constants in the universe. These things, they argue, seem designed, like a watch or a computer program, suggesting a designer behind them.
This is where the concept of irreducible complexity comes in. This idea, championed by intelligent design proponents, suggests that some biological systems are so complex, with so many interdependent parts, that they couldn't have evolved gradually through small changes. Removing even one part would cause the entire system to fail, like taking a gear out of a watch. Section 5. Creation Science Reading Between the Lines of Genesis. Intelligent design is often linked with another idea, scientific biblical creationism. While intelligent design focuses on the evidence for design in nature, scientific biblical creationism starts with the Bible, specifically the book of Genesis, as a literal account of creation.
Creation scientists believe that God created the universe and all life in 6 24-hour days, as described in Genesis. They try to find scientific evidence that supports a young Earth and a global flood, as described in the Bible.
It's important to note that many scientists question the scientific validity of creation science, as it relies on interpreting the Bible as a scientific textbook, which is not its intended purpose. However, understanding creation science helps us see the broader context of the intelligent design debate. Section 6, the search for truth, evolution, design, and your own journey. So, where does this leave us? The debate between evolution and intelligent design is complex and multifaceted. It's not about choosing sides, but about asking questions, examining evidence, and being open to different perspectives.
It's about understanding the limitations of science and recognizing that even the most established theories can be challenged and refined as new evidence emerges. Ultimately, the search for truth is a journey, and it's up to each of us to explore these ideas and come to our own conclusions.
Whether you find yourself drawn to the elegance of evolution or the intrigue of intelligent design, remember to approach this topic with curiosity and an open mind. The origin of life is one of the greatest mysteries, and unraveling it requires careful thought, respectful dialogue, and a willingness to keep asking, where did we come from?